Hey everybody, thanks for dropping by. We are Huben 3D Parts. We make and manufacture accessories for your Huben GK1. We have both 3D printed items like our sight mounts, our optic mounts, as well as some CNC products. We've got a couple other things in the works, and pretty excited to see where those end up. But I wanted to make a quick little video on our flip-up loading gate. It's one of our more popular products. We've had excellent feedback from all of our customers that have purchased this, and a couple of them actually reached out and asked why I've never made a video on this. So we'll take a look at this real quick, walk you through an install. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to comment below or reach out at huben3dparts@gmail.com. But what we are here today to take a look at is this guy. So this is our Huben GK1 flip-up loading gate. We also have a version which I haven't released, ironically, for the Huben K1, specifically the woodstock version K1, because it has some different fitment due to how that woodstock is designed. But this is primarily what we sell right now for the Huben GK1, and this is made from CF PETG, so it has very high heat resistance. It's a very strong filament, and there's a couple design elements that I just wanted to review. So commonly, customers that have tried some other loading gates that are out there and they try our loading gates from Huben 3D Parts, get a lot of feedback on, first, our fitment. So our fitment is, spot on as far as that's concerned. One thing that a lot of folks appreciate about our loading gate, and I'll flip this open here, you can see it doesn't really wiggle or move. It has just the right tension on the hinge. So when you actually flip that up and you're loading pellets, you don't have to worry about it falling forward on you or anything of that nature. One of the key pieces, or I should say key points of our product too, it does use a magnet, but it's only one magnet. It is a little bit hidden, so some folks don't actually realize that we have a magnet in our product, and you can see it's located right there. So it does use this mounting screw location to secure. We've never had an issue with any sort of fly opens or, shooting it and the loading gate all of a sudden, comes apart a little bit or comes unseated from the base. So this little high power magnet does keep this lid securely closed when you're firing your GK1. Additionally, on top of that, the magnet placement. So if you didn't notice, and what I'll do, I'm going to set this loading gate down and pick up our bench GK1 here. If you've never had the factory loading gate off, there's a little brass screw right here at the bottom. Now, this contains the channel for your magazine or your, what do they call that? Your air assist slide pin, I believe it is. It is a metal pin. The reason I wanted to review magnet location is we have found that with some of these higher power magnets, if somebody's loading gate has a magnet in this area, it can actually impact, how your GK1 functions. We've definitely noticed it on the K1 if a magnet is, located over top of this mag assist. So with our product, and I'll hold these two up, you can see since that magnet is more centered on this top mounting point, when it closes, that is well away from this area right here. So you won't have any problems with, firing or any sort of functionality issues with either your GK1 or your K1. I promise I'll get the K1 gates up on our website eventually. It's just something that I'll be upfront with you. I've been sitting on these for probably about 5-6 months, just haven't had the time to get them up on the site. But again, we are here today just to take a look at the loading gate for the GK1. So when you get the GK1 loading gate from us at Huben 3D Parts, pretty simple. So you'll get, one bag, you'll have a loading gate inside of it. Also, there'll be a short countersunk screw. Now, when you remove your factory loading gate, that has just your typical, screw, or I believe it's an M3 screw, if I recall correctly. You remove these guys with a 2mm hex driver or Allen key as far as that's concerned. So when you go to install the Huben 3D Parts loading gate, pretty simple. You put the factory screw in the lower mounting point here. You take that little countersunk screw that comes in the bag and you slide that into the top right there. And let's see if I can do this without hitting the camera here. So I'm just going to tighten this guy down. And as always, make sure it's snug and tight, but definitely something that you don't have to put a lot of torque onto as far as that's concerned. So we'll just get this fastened up here. fastened up there. And one thing, once you have it fastened down, I always still double check, make sure magazine spins freely and doesn't catch. So from a functionality perspective, and I'll leave the magazine lever open here, you'll see this does give you access in 25 cal to, let's see if we can get the camera angle right, 3 loading ports in the magazine. The same goes for our 22 setup. So this loading gate, one size fits all for the 22 and 25 cal. It will allow for you to load 3 rounds at a time, and then you'll have to rotate the magazine. You know, one other thing I like about the flip-up loading gate from just a safety perspective, super easy to open the gate, release the magazine, spin it around to ensure you're clear. And then another thing that I do like about our loading gate, and this is a lot of feedback that we get from customers as well, say you are, you know, just getting done plinking or, you know, having a little bit fun, shooting some paper, some pests, and you've still got rounds in your GK1. This loading gate design makes it very simple to release the mag, open loading gate, tip your GK1 upside down, and rotate the magazine, and most of your pellets should fall out. So I'll tell you, definitely you can seat pellets, and I always seat pellets just from a consistency standpoint, but I have tested this, and multiple customers have tested this. This will allow you just to load pellets, close the gate, close your mag, and pretty much go rock and roll. So like I said, this was just a short little video today. I just wanted to highlight the flip-up loading gate for the Huben GK1 from Huben 3D Parts. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, or definitely reach out to us at huben3dparts@gmail.com. Thanks for stopping by.